Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Accountitude, another accounting principle. What is it about prudence or conservatism? The prudence means to act smartly, to act intelligently, right? So when we say we have to act intelligently, that means we have to see into the future and anticipate what could be the risk in the future and making a provision for that particular risk. Like in your class, the few students who are very intelligent, they always try to go ahead. How they go ahead? If they know that in the next week there is going to be a test or an exam, they would prepare it beforehand, and when the exam has actually to happen, they would give a quick revision of everything. They would do extra study, extra questions for the study, so that they can score much better. So that is also done in the business. In the business, when you say that in the future there could be a multiple type of the risk due to which you would fall into the losses, so a smart businessman always provide for all the future expenses or losses that are uncertain, that might happen in the future. Now point is here, might happen or might not. In that very case, they are not considering the future gains or incomes. The future benefits are not to be considered here. Only the future losses are to be considered here. When you watch a number of the ads about the insurance companies, on what basis they are selling their insurance policies to you, that your future is uncertain, in the future you have to send your ward to for the foreign study or like that. So they always ask you to keep your funds saved now for the huge expenses in the future. So in this particular case also, the businessman is making a provision, is keeping set aside the profits for future losses. Like your mother also in the home, when the monthly income is with her, she always keep a secret sum of money with her to be meeting out the future any of the exigencies there, right? So in that particular case, businessman also keeps a part of the profit set aside with the word provision to meet out the future losses which might happen in the future. So on this particular principle, we calculate closing stock at cost price or market price, whichever is less. What is the closing stock? That is unsold stock with the business firm, because it is unsold stock at the year end. I usually take the example over here, ready-made garment business. When it is going to be a summer end, whatever stock is unsold would become opening stock of the next year's summer, right? Now, in between these 6 months, the fashion would change, customer liking would change. The same stock may not be liked by the customer. Now, customer is not ready to buy, so you will have to lower the prices to sell your unsold stock. So when you are lowering the price, that means you would make the losses in future. That's why closing stock is considered at cost price, that is your purchase price, or market price, whichever is less. The next main drawback of this particular point is that here some of the business houses might keep higher provision for the losses. Like if I say the closing stock at the cost is of rupees 1,20,000 and market prices of rupees, let's say, 70,000. So right, so here the businessman who is more conservatized, who is more prone to the losses, might consider the market price as to be rupees 20,000 only. So here he is trying to keep a secret reserve out of the given profits, which is not good for the business, which is not good for the true or fair value of the business. Right? So one thing I want to give over here is about one more example of this particular case. As you know, in the exams you always follow MCQs to be judged for your principles. So if there is a case of your provision for doubtful debts or bad debts, that also comes over here. As you know, the debtor is the person from whom we have to receive the money, to whom we have sold the goods on credit, he might pay in the future or might not pay. So there is a chance of doubtful debt. So we are making a provision for this doubtful debt. If the debtor in the business are of rupees 2 lakh, we might create 10% provision for loss, that 10% of the debtors might not repay our money. So that becomes provision for doubtful debts. So this is very much important principle from your examination point of view. Thanks for the day, Accountitude. Like, share and subscribe. Keep scoring.